What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. My garage is a mess, so I'm gonna try to reorganize it, especially because I'm getting the Z in here. We're gonna be doing a lot of car work, and then obviously once I get the Z done, we'll move the comp car in here, and then that's gonna be a whole new deal. So I want to reorganize my garage and get everything kind of off the floor and just get it cleaned up because it's kind of getting a mess. I'm getting parts strung everywhere. So I'm gonna redo a few things. I think I have enough room that I can build me a tire rack and a big shelf for all the parts and stuff that we're gonna end up acquiring, and all that good stuff. So that's what we're gonna do today. What I need to do is clean this garage up real quick, and then we'll dive right into the tire rack build, because the last DIY video I did really well. People really liked it and I got a lot of feedback. But I didn't do a whole lot of like, hey, this is how I did this and this is what I did. But I'm gonna try to incorporate some of that in this video, kind of explain to you guys what I'm doing a little more. And then I know one of the biggest things people are wanting to know measurements of my sim rig, what I build, because they want to build one like it. So at the end of the video, I'll plug in some like materials I used, and then kind of just some base measurements. Like the tire rack thing's really simple. So it's only, I think, like 6 2x4s and you can build the whole thing. But anyway, so I'm gonna quit talking. I'm gonna clean this garage up real quick, and then we'll dive right into building it. But this is what I'm talking about. It's real easy for this garage, or this side of the garage, to get out of sorts since I've moved my 240 to storage. So I was just trying to open up the space so I've been using this as my work bay. But again, you can see just tires and engines, and just there's like all the LS swap parts for the Z's over there. So I'm gonna clean all this up, get like the lawnmower out of here, get the bikes out of here, take all that stuff to the shed, and then I'm gonna reorganize this. And I want to try to get these tires and stuff, because I'm gonna start buying tires in bulk. One of the biggest things with the rack. So I kind of got an idea how I want to build the rack. I just don't know how many tires. And I'm probably gonna put it right here and maybe just do 2 rows, because I still got to get to my fuse panel. So I might just put it up against the wall here and fit like, I don't know, like 4 tires, and make it to where I can like move 1 tire and still access this, and then do like 4 more tires. And then that should be good enough, because most of the time I'll have fresh tires on the car ready to go. So I don't really need to stock all my rims and tires up there. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna kind of try to clean this stuff up real quick, get this stuff out of here, and then we'll dive into that tire rack. So as you can see, I got the area cleaned up. I still got all the LS stuff over there for the Z. That'll be another video, but I need to get rid of that stuff. That's all used oil, and I moved that out of the way for now. But anyway, this is what I'm thinking. So from this corner to this box is 5 feet. So I can make it 5 feet and butt the 2x4 up to here and go straight up with it, okay? And that still lets me access my fuse panel. And 5 feet should do, I measured the tires, I should do about 5 to 6 tires. And then we'll step up 5 to 6 tires. And then, like I said, I can leave one out, or I can just move it if I need to ever access that. And that'll be 10 tires, double row. And I got room for a third, but I don't know. I think we're just gonna do 2, because that's 10 tires. That should be enough, because I only have what? Most of the time I'm probably gonna have 4 to 6 wheels most of the time, because I don't have a whole lot of spares. But like I said, I probably have 4 to 6 rims. And most of the time they'll be on the car. So if I do buy tires in bulk, I can hold 10 tires. And again, I can always move that rack. Like if I wanted to, because I'm not gonna anchor it to the wall. I'm gonna make it stationary, so I can move it and put it on this side if I have to. And then we have all that wall space there, and we could go as far as we want with it. Because at some point I'm gonna build another rack or shelf to get rid of this. That overhead thing was there when I bought the house. It's nice because you can pull the car underneath, but it's I just don't like the overhead storage. So I'm gonna find some better storage solutions for the stuff that's on the ground. We gotta get a little more organized in here, but I think all right, so I did some research on this white box. It was here when I moved in, so I don't really know what it is. But I did some internet research, and I don't think I need it. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. this thing. It's like some kind of battery backup for like computers or like your internet, I guess. There's no battery in it, and I have no idea what it does for me. So I'm just gonna unplug it and take it off and just let this wire, this gray wire, kind of just hang, because I'm not gonna cut it or anything, so I don't know what it's connected to. But I'm just get rid of this so it gives me a little more space to open and close this properly with the rack. And it says don't unplug, you know, 911, I don't know. But anyway, whatever it is, it's not hooked up to anything I'm using, because I've lost power before and this thing hasn't helped me. So this thing is going away, and yeah, so this thing is going away, and we're gonna finally get into that. I know I've said it like 6 times, but we're actually gonna start building this rack now. All right, let's get caught up here, because I know I just cut to a time lapse and just started working. I changed a few things, so let's take a look at it and I'll tell you what I changed. So if I had to do this over again, I would have gotten 6-foot boards. I decided to just use the 8-foot boards I had. So this is gonna be 8 foot long now. And I decided to go longer versus taller, because my garage is, I think like 24 something. So I can put in another shelf. So this will be tire rack and then another shelf. But like I was saying, so I'll put another 8-foot long shelf here to get rid of all that stuff. I'm just gonna make like a 4-tier wooden shelf. And then next to it will be this 8-foot long rack. And that'll leave me roughly 4 foot in this corner, so I can put like my engine hoist, engine stand, whatever in here. So like I said, I'll just have like 4 foot of space. And this works out perfect with the light here, or the fuse panel here. So that's what I got so far. This should hold about, I don't know, if I had to guess, you could probably get 8 or more, and then 8 or more. So but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just run a bunch of screws in here, because I only got a couple screws in all these. It's all pretty loose right now, because I was just kind of just trying this out, because this is totally different from what I originally planned. So I'm kind of just free flowing this. Yeah, so hopefully this works out. I need to put a tire in there and make sure, but I came up about 6 inches off of the ground there, so the tire will actually rest inside the rack. It may be too wide. I may have to come up higher, or I may have to shorten my length here. But I measured it, and measured these wheels specifically, and it should go in there. So I'm gonna cut back to the time lapse, tighten all this up, throw a tire on it, or I might just chance it, throw a tire on it, hopefully it doesn't fall apart, and then we'll just go ahead and finish it. It's actually like barely too wide. I mean, it's like barely too wide. So I need to, maybe once I tighten all this up, maybe the boards will come in a little more, but I might have to do something different here. But again, like I said, I only got like 1 screw in the back stuff, so we can maybe move that board a whole run forward, like put it on that side of it. Be fine for me. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it'd still be just as sturdy. So we might do that, but I'm gonna go ahead and tighten some of these screws up and we'll try it again. So what I did is I just moved this board back perpendicular with this back support here, or even, whatever you wanna call it. So that gave me, what is that, 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches, or whatever a 2x4 is width back. That made it flush with this. I'll do that on the other side, and that should have gave me enough because it was barely too wide. I mean, it was like, so that should be perfect, and that should give me a little more rigidity on forward and back, I think. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut another time lapse, screw all this stuff together, and then hopefully throw some tires on it. So the bottom rack is fine. For some reason, the top rack got a little further apart. I think to fix that, I might move this to here. And I can potentially do that on the bottom side too. And I think that will offset enough that the rims will sit higher. You know, the bar will be, or the wood will be more down here. That keeps that up. And then also, these being so long, it's kind of flimsy in the center. Once you get some weight on it, it ain't going nowhere. But I think that's what we need to do. We need to put this here. I might just get a whole new board because this one's kind of splitting. So I might just take that off real quick, flip it around, and then we'll talk about measurements, and this thing is done. Way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. It's like I don't have enough tires, so I'm just guessing right now, but you know, 2, probably 4, 6, probably get 8, maybe even a 9th tire. So you could probably do 9 and 9 to be 18 tires. So that's gonna be pretty slick. So I'm gonna move this board real quick, and then we'll talk about measurements, and then that'll be it for the video. So there it is, guys. I am not a woodworker by no means, but I think this thing's gonna be sturdy enough to do what I need to do. Probably just only gonna put just empty tires, no wheels on the top, and then all the rims on the bottom, but it's functioning. You can see these will slide in and out of here. There's plenty of room. And I'm dropping that wheel, but yeah, so it works. You can see it's got a lot of storage here. I can put all kinds of tires and stuff, and that eliminates them just rolling around on the floor and being dumb. I think the only thing I need to do differently here is I'm thinking about moving this board back behind here as well, and then flipping this thing all the way around so that the wood goes all the way to the wall, and the tires won't hit. So I'm not gonna do that in this video, but when I get some free time, I'm gonna move that wood back there. I wanna move that wood back there, and then that also gives me a little bit tighter on here, and I feel like it's a little more sturdy up top with the wood inside here. But anyway, that's it, guys. It works. Let's talk about some basic measurements real quick. I'll put them in. So, measurements. I used 8 feet long 2x4s. So, from there to there, 8 feet long. Whatever that is in inches. From there to there, 8 feet long. So, like I said, 4 8 feet 2x4s. Then I got 2 more 2x4s, so 6 2x4s total. These are 4 feet. 4 feet, it's 48 inches, so it's 48 inches tall, and then whatever 8 feet is in inches long. So that was 6 2x4s, and you'll need another 2x4 to do this. So this is 24 inches, 2 feet. So 2 feet wide, 2 feet wide, and then obviously 2 feet wide, 2 feet wide. So, so again, real quick, 2 feet wide, 48 tall, and then whatever 8 foot is in length. Pretty easy stuff. Build the uprights first. I just went ahead and framed my uprights, you know, 248s, the 224s this way, made those two, and then take your 8 foot long boards, screw them together. I came up off the ground about 6 inches. You could go higher, or you could just put a board there so the tires don't roll out forward. It doesn't really matter, they can sit on the floor. But up here, I came down 13 inches. I did that so the reason why I did 13 inches down for this board is because I wanted some protection this way so the tires don't just fall off, because you could, you could put them all the way up here, but I wanted a little bit of a bar here. And another reason why I put this wood on this side is so the tires could rest up against it. So you get a bunch of tires up here, can fit in there firmly, and they're not gonna fall over, And I think that's it, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I think there it is. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. It's awesome. I'm gonna keep making videos like this. I still have the build under the shelf for the other side there, and I'm just really trying to organize this garage and get it kind of more shop style. I'm gonna redo some of my toolbox stuff too. So I'm gonna get a welding table and a few other things. And we're just gonna try to make a fab shop in here, because I'm gonna start welding. I'm gonna make stuff for the roll cage for the comp car and all kinds of crazy things. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. See you.